Hey guys, this is going to be an update on Kai, a quick update on me, but nothing really has changed. So sort of like a postpartum slash update on Kai, I suppose. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah, that's what it's going to be. So a quick update on me in the last 3 weeks, because he was 3 weeks old yesterday, so 22 days today. It's gone so fast. So an update, so I'm not in pain anymore, everything is healed, I'm not breastfeeding anymore. I'll go into more detail on that later. The stitches, I think, because I had to have stitches, I didn't tear that much. It was like a 1st degree tear, I think, so hardly any, but she just said she'll stitch it anyway. And I think that's pretty much healed. It's still a bit bruised obviously down there, but it's gonna be for a while. But yeah, that's healed. I was in pain for about 10 days, up to 10 days after. Like when I went for a wee, it would really sting, that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's that. Bleeding has virtually stopped. I'm not actually using pads anymore. I just use a bit of tissue, like toilet roll, rather than paying out for pads that are really thin, you know, like the really thin ones. Just figured I'd just fold a bit of toilet roll, because it's the same thing, saves money, that sort of thing. And there's virtually nothing there. It's all just dark, looks like old blood really. So that's good. It hasn't stopped yet, which is annoying, because some people can just go after 2 weeks and it's completely gone. So I'm hoping it will stop completely soon. What else? That's it for that, I suppose. Yeah, so breastfeeding, I stopped that on day 12. Because, well, I wasn't enjoying it and I was in pain, so I decided to stop. Excuse me. Basically, I don't see the point in breastfeeding if I was dreading it every time. Like every time I was hungry, I'd dread it. And you shouldn't be doing that. You should be enjoying every moment you have with your baby before they get really big, and you know, before they're walking and talking and all of that. So I want to make the most of it, really. Plus, I was in agony. I was in pain for ages, and my nipples would bleed and crack. It wasn't latching on that was the problem either. That's what everyone seems to say. They're like, oh, it's because of the latchment and everything, like the midwives. And I'm like, well, no, he latches on fine actually, because he did. To start with, like the first few days, I don't think he did, but afterwards, when he got the hang of it, it was fine. So it wasn't that was the problem. And then it did start to fade away and get better after a week. But then, because he has thrush in his mouth at the moment, he passed it on to me, which made my nipples even more sore, 10 times worse than it was to start with. I couldn't bear feeding him, so I decided to express that day. This is Friday, the day I stopped. But then as soon as I'd expressed milk, I'd got about 2 ounces on one side and then like an ounce on the other, and he was eating 3 ounces at that point. So just as I'd fed him and it was all gone, I had to express again, so I spent my life expressing. So that didn't work out, so I just said to my mum, you know, I'm going to switch to formula. So I did that night. And he's fine on it. So yeah, so I'm a lot more happier now. I'm not breastfeeding. He had the best start in life anyway. It's not like I just went straight onto the bottle and didn't try, because I did, and I was going to give up after like day 4, but I stuck at it because I used nipple shields and they did help a bit. So yeah, that's that. I don't know what I weigh now. Don't have scales, but I know I have lost some weight. I'll probably do like a belly shot in a different video, just like so you can see, but it's not anything special to look at. It's not very nice, but still. yeah, that's that. So Kai, like I said, is now 22 days old. He's got a bit of a cold, so he has drops that I give him in his nose before he eats and goes to sleep at night. Obviously he's got his medicine for thrush. His thrush is nearly gone, so that's good. He weighed 7 pounds exactly on Friday. That was like 3 days ago. So he put on 5 ounces. That's good. What else? Formula. He's on Aptamil First Milk, and he has 4 ounces. Generally every 3 hours he'll eat. At night time he'll wake up every 3 hours. So generally it's only once in the night and then early in the morning, that sort of thing. But yeah, during the day he sleeps differently. Like he's been awake for 5 hours and he's just gone to sleep now, so 5 hours he was awake for. Unusual for him. He is more alert now, so he does stay awake for ages. But yeah, generally at night it's every 3 hours. During the day he'll eat roughly every 3 hours, but obviously because he has reflux, he'll sometimes throw up quite a lot, so he'll eat more often. Sometimes he can go 5 hours without food and he'll be fine. It depends how tired he is and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I recently just got him a swing. It came today, which is why I look a mess, because I haven't bothered with makeup or clothes, like, you know, well, I have got clothes, but you know, just lounging around clothes, because I had deliveries coming today. So I've got his swing. He went in it earlier, but he got bored after a while and started crying. He was just being fussy because he was tired, but now he's asleep, so that's alright. I got new clothes, which are over there, which came today, because nothing fits me, so hopefully that will. The only thing I don't like is trousers or leggings, because my hips put on so much weight, and they're not as bad as they were, but they, like, what do they call them, like love handles? I suppose that's what you call them, isn't it, when you put on weight on your hips. Now I've got that. So when you wear tight fitting clothes, which I try not to because nothing fits me, I don't have a choice, that makes it look really bulgy and disgusting, which is why I wear loose fitting tops so no one can see. Obviously it won't stay like that, but at the moment it's like that and it's really horrible. I don't even like looking at my body because it just makes me feel sick, really. And my thighs are really big. I'm covered in stretch marks. The stretch marks are so bad, I didn't even realise they got that bad. All over my thighs. My stomach is covered, my hips, that's where I put on most of the weight. I'm not a person that's gonna cry over being, well, not fat, but having all that skin and stuff, because it won't last, you know. Once in 3 weeks when I have my checkup, then I can start going out and exercising, and I'm not gonna try and be really skinny or anything. I just want to be back to my normal size, which I was before. At the moment, doesn't overly bother me. It just isn't very nice to look at, which I suppose is why people don't really get intimate with their partner or whatever for a while, because of, you know, issues with their body, I suppose. Not that I'd want to anyway at the moment, but yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm just babbling now. Anyway, I'll quickly show you him asleep. Just move it. Fast asleep. This is his swing. It's the same one as this Bouncer, a Jungle Family one. So that noise he makes isn't him snoring, that's because he's got like a blocked nose. But it's not as bad as it was. Anyway. So if anyone has any ideas for videos, that'd be really helpful. And that is pretty much it. Like I said, I'll do a quick video at some point of just showing you a postpartum belly, and like, I suppose I could measure myself as well, that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's it. Bye.